Hi everyone, I'm Sarah along with Natalie and we're two women talking, and today's topic is Dear Stress, Let's Break Up. And the purpose of these talks that we do is to help women keep life simple, because let's face it, sometimes we were overwhelmed with what's happening in our life, especially women, because we're such great multitaskers that we take on a lot of extra tasks and then we can get overwhelmed. So we're just going to try and help you keep life simple. So Natalie, do you want to start off by introducing yourself?
I'd love to. So my name is Natalie Stratton. I am the founder and creator of Create a Beautiful Life Destination Retreats. I am also a former certified personal trainer, so I have a health bend to me. And I'm the mom of 3 amazing grown children. So I'd love for you to check out my website, nataliestratton.com. I've got a beautiful life mantra that you will get in your inbox Monday to Fridays. They're really inspiring. Sign up for them. Love to see you on there.
I sign up for them and I love them every day, so definitely go check them out. And I'm Sarah DeCiccio. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm a mom of 2 young children, and my jam is gut health and food sensitivities. So if you want to learn more about what I do, you can check out my website at www.findingyourwellspot.com. So let's dive right into it. Stress, Natalie. I don't even know one person, I don't think, on my list that's not like stress-free.
Yeah, no, it's part of life, actually. It's how we build our resilience. It's how we learn to know what we don't, we need to know what we don't want to know what we do want. Like, it's just part of the contrast of life. So I don't think it's realistic to say you can live a stress-free life. It's like saying you can live a balanced life. I mean, when I'm focused on getting my business going, my house suffers. Like, the balance isn't, I just disagree with that whole philosophy that you need to have a balanced life. I think that you need to be balanced in the moment, and stress really is self-imposed. So I could go off on a little rant on that topic, but we're going to talk about stress. So definitely, being a single mom of 3 kids, I've learned a little bit about stress management and how it affects me. And I've also observed it in my work and in my experiential retreats, and how women come in and spend 2.5 days away from all their responsibilities, and how they kind of can down-regulate and kind of align and find their true sense of self. Because I think we get really lost really quick. You know, Sarah, you're 2 young kids. You know how easy that is, and you just traveled for a week, and you're just kind of like, come back, and it's a bit chaotic. So how do we manage that? How do we shift from being on that treadmill, on the hamster wheel, and just creating more stress in a sense? So stress truly is self-imposed. I know that for me, it's a choice, or I tell myself it's a choice. So when I am stressed, I have to ask myself what's really happening. And so I want to talk a little bit about how we leak our power. And Sarah, why don't you give an example of how you kind of where you went, if you don't mind, just kind of coming back from a week. I know when I came back from Italy, it took me a while. I was in a lot of resistance. So it took me a while to kind of get back into things. And it creates a lot of stress, right? I'm sure you came back stressed.
Yeah. Well, and I was kind of stressed because my house wasn't exactly how I wanted it, although my husband did a great job. I'm not complaining at all. And it's hard to get back in the routine, like cooking, back into school, homework, getting the house back in order, getting back to my business, getting back to clients. And then, I have people that needed my help, which is great. I love giving back and helping my friends. And I just felt really overwhelmed for a bit, because I thought, I don't even know how I'm going to get back on track right away, because it just felt like too many things were coming at me. And then you start feeling resentment or a lot of negative emotion I felt. And I could tell I was not aligned with what I really wanted, because I was feeling all this negative emotion. And I don't like giving it a lot of attention sometimes, because I know from past experiences, it doesn't lead me down a great path. So I had to honestly I had to be like, okay, why am I feeling this way? Okay, now I need to change my state. So I would just do little things. Okay, what am I grateful for? Okay, I have a beautiful house. Even though it might not be like perfect right now, I have a beautiful home. Or, at least I'm healthy enough that I could help my friends out. I'm really grateful for my health right now. Like I play mind games with myself like that, like little things that I can pick out. So then that way I can just change my state a little bit and not focus on the negative. And then you don't have this icky feeling all the time of all these negative emotions. Because really, like, my ultimate goal goal is just to be grateful and happy every day and live like the best that I can every day. Even though I'm human and not perfect, at least I'm more aware of like my negative emotions and how to get out of them a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So self-awareness really is the key to change.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And I also, just listening to you, I'm in a little bit different boat now that my kids are older. So I certainly have a little less multitasking, juggling to do, have a little more time for me. But I know that sometimes you have to go slower to go faster. That's another little tip that I would love for anybody to put up their sleeve and put in your toolbox, whatever. Just remember that when things are going really fast and it's all coming at you, that's when you actually just want to stop. And that's when you give space now for that self-awareness to come in and ask yourself some great questions, which of course you did, Sarah, which is brilliant, versus staying in on the hamster wheel and just, kind of reacting, not responding, but just in that reactive mode. So some of the ways I'm going to talk about leaking power, how we leak our power. And we leak it in many ways, many different ways, but here's just some. And I'm going to go into I'm going to be doing here in Okotoks a 3-weekend session on this, 2-hour on Saturdays for 3 weekends coming up in May. So if anyone's interested, let me know, check it out. But anyways, some of the ways we leak power is, well, just spending more money than what we have, going into debt. Mm-hmm. That's a really, really powerful way to eat away at that empowered place that we're all looking for, that peaceful place. Not keeping my word to myself. That's another way that it goes. It's like this morning I said to myself, it's a beautiful morning. I got up at 7, kept my word about what time I wanted to get up. I had some quiet time, got some laundry done, just a few things. Just even making my bed, just if I accomplish that, it just creates some momentum for me. Then I went for a beautiful walk, didn't take my phone. Just need to really set some boundaries around my phone. We can talk about boundaries. Because it's just a little too close to me these days and has a little bit too much power, I'm noticing. I'm not in my own thoughts, I'm in other people's thoughts. I need to change that. So keeping my word, I went for my walk at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go for a walk. And I just, there's a bit of resistance because I was kind of cuddled up on my chair, but I went, no, I'm in that little moment, it's like the snooze button. It's that decision, that split-second decision that can change the direction of your day. And I know that about myself. So if I keep my word, I keep my power. Clutter.
Yes.
Internal. I'm feeling the clutter right now. I'm sure most people are. It's that time of year. Language. Language is really important. Hear the words that you say. Always be conscious of what is the language I'm using, because that's powerful. As well as health. Are you protecting it or are you taking it for granted? Are you pursuing other things and your health is suffering as a result? I know I can certainly do that. Watching and reading crap TV, how does it make you feel? That can be really a place where your power can be leaking, and toxic people, of course. So one of the key things I do know that all of those encapsulate that we talked about earlier about boundaries.
Yes.
That's really, if I could put it in a nutshell, if you can get really good and clear on your boundaries, you will find you won't take things as personal, because it's like it's self-respect, actually. Boundaries is a form of self-respect. And when I'm really feeling good about myself and I'm really respecting myself, I treat people better. I make better choices typically. I feel better, so I do better, all of that kind of stuff. So boundaries is really a big component. Now, there's a lot of layers to boundaries, which I'm not going to get into, but I really recommend asking yourself, so what your homework assignment is, do I set healthy boundaries? Do I keep my boundaries, or do I, let people walk over them? And if so, why is that? So I'm going to leave you guys with that.
Excellent. I love that, Nat. And I always have a quote up by my bed too, and I thought it might be fitting for this. It's from Jim Rohn, and it says, "Help me to see it as it is. Help me to see it better than it is, and then inspire me to act." So hopefully that will get you out of stress. So if you want to check out Natalie's stress workshop there, Dear Stress, Let's Break Up, definitely check out our website again, nataliestratton.com. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everyone.